Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Reine Des Fleurs. And we are doing our first episode with Geeslon now. We're actually still on Leon's path, but we have to talk to each of the guys. We have to do like 2 or 3 rounds where we have to speak with each of the guys so we can make sure everybody has the grace, so we can save the land and distribute grace evenly before we can actually pursue a guy romantically. So right now we're pursuing Ghislain. Well, not pursuing. Right now we're working on filling Ghislain's grace up. So we have to learn how to get along with him. So we're gossiping behind his back and talking to everyone else about him before we go and talk to him so we can try to get on his good side. So right now we're talking to Orpheus. Because he has a little bit of a lowdown about getting along with Ghislain. Orpheus actually thinks Ghislain is pretty cool, and he respects him, from a man's perspective. Let's see what else Orpheus has to say about Ghislain. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. That is true. He is strict both with himself and with others. He is truly the most knightly of these men. So that is why I do not think it is going to be easy to gain his trust. You think? I don't think it's that hard to be good friends with him. What? Just ignore it and stay calm even when he tries to threaten you. That's it? Yes. The reason why he doesn't acknowledge you is probably because he is challenging your competence. Although it's an extreme case, don't you think that a dignified manner is indispensable for a king or a ruler? So, understanding that is quite crucial. Otherwise, you'll just end up annoying him when you're trying to impress him, especially if you try to flirt. If you could think of a trait that you possess that he would consider admirable, then you'll have already won half the game. I see. Thank you. That was very helpful. Ignore his threats. Don't flirt. I will keep those in mind as well. Impression of the Eastern Knight Ghislain, Suma Benny.
Sorry for him causing you so much trouble, Princess.
You don't have to worry. It is my duty to gain his trust.
Thank you for your consideration, and please be patient with persuading him to do that.
Yes, I will. But to be honest with you, I am having a hard time figuring out how to do that.
Well, that's no surprise. Simply the fact that you are a woman already puts you at a disadvantage.
Why are women despised in Chrysanthemum?
It's not that they are despised, they just don't believe that women should be in positions of power. With his military background, that trait is strongly ingrained in him.
Well...
But I think it should be quite a different matter for him to acknowledge Princess. I would say that the easiest way would be to get him to realize that.
Okay, thank you, Suma Benny. The important thing is to get him to acknowledge me for who I am. I will remember that well. Impression of the Eastern Knight Ghislain, Hubert. A person of high integrity, or has he gone beyond that and become excessive in his expectations? How will you tame him? I look forward to seeing your performance, Princess. He is having fun with this. What a mean person. Oh, should you really say that about your beloved teacher? But he isn't that was no help at all. Why did I bother coming to you, Hubert? Response to the invitation, Geeslon. Geeslon, thank you for your invitation. I look forward to meeting with you.
I invited you here to negotiate, nothing more. I wonder what it is that you were looking forward to.
Look at that mean-spirited face. He looks like he just likes toying with her. I have no idea what is going to happen. I have heard a lot of things about him, and the most important things are... Let's see, what information do we want to use? We want to use Orpheus, obviously, and Suma Benny. Yep, that's what I want, alright. Well, let's give this a try. I have prepared enough now. I hope it goes well. And the promised day arrived. I rode my carriage to Ghislain's mansion, but...
Hey, Princess. You are welcome here.
Thank you for the invitation, Suma Benny. Where is Geeslon?
He is waiting for you inside. Sorry, I told him to come outside to greet you.
It's okay, I don't mind. But I was a bit surprised at... This mansion, isn't it built in a rather isolated place compared to the other dwellings?
Huh? It was built in an environment similar to Chrysanthemum for the sake of the night. The only place like that was here, in the back of Partadam.
I understand the importance of a familiar environment, but isn't this a little too far from everything?
As long as there is a horse for him to ride, nothing is considered far for us. He seems to be okay with that so far. And it's actually an advantage to be isolated from everything.
An advantage?
Oops, we've talked enough. Let me escort you inside.
Sounds like he was dodging the question there. I wonder exactly what he means by that. There must be some sinister reason behind why they want to be isolated out here. Tell me, Suma Benny, what's going on? Okay, thank you. Geeslon, thank you for inviting.
You've come. Sit there.
What?
I'm telling you to sit down. I don't need a formal greeting.
Okay.
Hey, what was that, Ghislain? Isn't it common sense to politely welcome someone that you yourself invited, regardless of your mood? Shut up. I'm quite tired of hearing things from you. Who said you could stay here anyway? Jeez. Well, as you can see, he is hopeless. Please treat him with your gentle heart, Princess. Enough! Get out of here now! Alright. I will go.
Rude. He has no manners. He's not representing his country very well.
Okay, let us begin.
You'd think that, if he was honorable and such, he would still want to represent his country well. But nope, he doesn't care if we think he's a jerk or not, apparently. Yes. Our palaver has begun with an intense atmosphere. Starting Revia. Combat. Le combat. Winner condition. Respond to him with a resolute attitude while respecting his opinion. Let me start the conversation with a bland topic. How do you feel about Partadam? Have you been inconvenienced at all?
No, I haven't. However, I don't like that. Life here is too easy. It will make me soft.
Soft?
Everyone is content with this comfortable world where they have never known an enemy. And that's why Hanabita looks so wimpy to me.
Wimpy? We are not wimpy.
Everyone runs away when they see my face, and if I look at them, they begin to tremble. If that's not wimpy, then I don't know what is.
It's not just Hanabito. Anybody would be scared of his gaze.
Looks like you want to say something. Any objection?
Not really an objection. But I have a hard time understanding what the issue is here, because it is quite ideal that everyone is living in peace.
Those words that you just spoke are the first of the issues here. The girl who takes peace for granted. Ironically, she is the only one who could give blessings to the land.
He is already being harsh, but I must not flinch. As Orpheus told me, I must remain undaunted. I accept that I am ignorant of the land. However, that is why the rain and the night have an inseparable bond.
So you are basically using us to your own advantage.
You make it sound like a bad thing.
But isn't it true?
Maybe. But I am queen and you must obey me. There have been worse rulers, I'm sure. As you can see, he is not an easy person to deal with. And I bet he's going to be a pain in our butt for a really long time, even when we're actually on his path. But I still look forward to it anyway, because I do like the tsundere types. Although I hope he softens up earlier than we expect, but I don't think he will. Well, anyway, I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.